the unit, 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 the unit.
Hello, welcome back to the Unit Podcast. I can't remember what episode this is, so today I'm joined by one half of the Redline Republic podcast, Badger. Hello, Badger.
Hello, how's it going?
Do you know what I've been meaning to ask you all the time, and I thought I'll wait until he's on.
Don't do it. I know what's coming.
Do you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Where did the name come from?
Where did the name come from? And I swear to God, I always thought, like, I'll ask him that, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait, because I knew I was going to have you on my podcast, so
Yeah.
I said I'll wait until you were on. What's the story? Where did the name come from?
Man, right, I should have been expecting this one, you know. So there's two stories that I tell people. So
That you tell people are is true.
there's a true story and then there's a story I tell people.
Ah.
So the story I tell people, long story short, is that we were coming back from a session in the woods one morning from the night before, walking through a field.
Were you
next
rough
to
as a
us.
badger's arse?
Nearly.
Okay.
I was close to it.
Right.
And then everyone starts running. And I'm like, what's everyone running for? And they're like, there's a badger. And I'm way too hungover. So I turn around. Bam. Knock the badger out with one slap.
Ah, that's the lie, so.
That never happened.
Oh,
'Cause,
okay.
like, wasn't even close to it.
Right.
Do you remember them streaks you used to get in your hair?
Like,
Years
dye
ago?
'em, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried to get a blonde one. Turned white. We hid a bag of cans in a ditch. And so I went into the ditch to get it. And as I was coming out, one of the boys goes, "Oh, you're the head of a badger."
Okay,
that
and
was
it just stuck from then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it was a bit of a slag, like, but it just stuck and
Bit of a
stayed
slag,
on
yeah. And then because we proceeded to start drinking, I was called Badger for the rest of the night.
for
It
the
wasn't
night, and
just-
then
yeah.
and that was it. That was the end of it. Then
Yeah.
it's just stuck, like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there's been a few nicknames like that around Limerick. Fucking Limerick is mad for nicknames, like. So I took you on a tour of Limerick today. Did you enjoy yourself?
Limerick is mad for nicknames. Limerick is mad in general.
Yeah.
It was my first time in Limerick. I'll definitely be back.
Oh yeah.
100% I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Did I enjoy the grub?
Yeah, food. Oh my god, we had a kebab there a while ago.
Yeah.
Just before we come on, best kebab I've ever had. Hands
That's
down.
mad.
I said it to your man behind the counter as well.
Did you? Yeah. I know. I heard you saying something, but I was engrossed on my phone. I can't remember what I was looking at. But I heard you saying something to him. So that's, you were on about the food being so nice.
Yeah,
But
food was serious.
yeah. So you got the train down. I met you in town, and we put your bag away, and we went and got some food. Then we went on a little bit of we went on a bit of a walk around the town, yeah. And we went into a shop like that sells all of like vapes and phones and lighters and bongs and fucking pregnancy tests and an LED pregnancy test that talks to you
Bluetooth
with a
devices
Bluetooth,
connected,
yeah,
that's successful.
yeah, with a Bluetooth, if whatever language or whatever voice it says it in, it determines if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Ah, it's a boy. You're delighted. But yeah, so you wanted to get, so you want to tell the story. You wanted to get you were looking at a new speaker for your shed.
I don't even, where to even start? So obviously the speaker for the shed, I went in, I didn't actually go in to get that. I went in to get you a present, which we're after forgetting.
Oh, we did forget it.
Right, you're not addressing the elephant in the room right now. We're in a brand new studio.
We are in a brand new studio, and people on YouTube know that. They're looking, going, what's different? Why does everything look different? Look
Yeah.
at them big comfy chairs the boys are in. Like,
Yeah.
I actually forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm used to doing this on my own, so I also upgraded my audio slightly. So I'm hoping that shines through and the people notice that. If you're wondering, is the audio a little bit? Yeah, it is a fucking bit better because I tried my best. All right, for ye, and I hope you're appreciating it. Right?
Yeah. Stop giving out to the man.
Yeah. get off my whole entire back. Know what I mean? Fuck's sake. But yeah, so I didn't know that. He was like, come on, we go for a look in this shop, right? So it was just one of those shops. There's loads of them around. And then we saw speakers and they were like that size, were like a fridge freezer or something like that. So he asked your man, could we test out the speaker? So go on anyway, yeah.
Right.
So tell the first bit, you were up waiting with the video. You panicked.
Yeah, right. So what happened was he had a series of speakers up at the counter.
That height.
Yeah, they were all roughly around that height. And
Yeah.
so I picked out one which looked to be the loudest because I do actually need a new speaker. And so I was like, can I test it out? And he was like, yeah. So your man tried to connect it. There was no power source or whatever, right? So we had to go down to the front of the shop to find another one or whatever. But while he was there, I was like, shit. I asked, could I test this speaker? And so I'm going to have to be ready with a song. So, like, I was put on the spot, and the first thing that I pulled out was a fucking Peppa Pig one, because I was like, well, sure, I'm with Walshunit. Like, that's... You're your man that does the Peppa Pig videos, isn't it?
I'm the fucking scholar from anyway, man. I'm a credit to his mother anyway, whoever he is.
Yeah, but, so yeah, I was standing there with the video. Long story short, he brings us down to the front of the shop, and I connected the speaker. But are we telling the story about as we were connecting? Oh no, that was after.
Oh, that was after. So first you connected the speaker and just started playing the Peppa Pig theme song.
Yeah.
Absolutely hammering it out of the shop now, like. I mean, it was blasting. And the two men working in the shop were just standing there normally.
Yeah,
and we were just blasting the Peppa
me
Pig.
twerking as
Yeah,
well.
I started twerking. I was just going to say, look at it on my Snapchat story, but at the moment, no, it'll be days ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fella you saw on my Snapchat story twerking, that was him. But yeah, so then he was like, does it have a microphone with it? Because there was some of them there with the box and the picture, there was a picture of a microphone on it. The man was like, yeah, it does. So I was like, man, I'll MC. So he was like, can we get the microphone? So he turned on the microphone, and as he turned on the microphone, it must have interfered with the speaker, did it? Because it made a big fucking mad sound, right?
But it was just a split instant that the sound would happen.
It was like a screech kind of a thing, right? And it was like interference, but it happened randomly when your man wasn't even near us. So what we figured out afterwards was when he turned on the microphone, however 10 or 15 feet away from us, it still made this mad noise, right? So that happened once or twice, and we were kind of looking, thinking, what the fuck was that? So just as it happened again for maybe the third or fourth time, a man walked in holding a bag of cans, or no, bottles, was it?
I think so.
Yeah, so he walked in holding this bag, and he pulled out a bottle, and I think he said, I can't wait to have this or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, I said it to him, I was like, bud, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. What was it? Was it 2 o'clock or 2:30 or something? So he was like, I can't wait to have... Oh, sorry. But before he actually got to us, the minute he walked through the threshold of the shop, the thing interfered, and he jumped out of his skin, right, and nearly jumped back out onto the street. So he goes, what was that? And I looked and goes, it's just an alarm for when you're coming in the door, bud. You need to come in a bit slower.
Yeah, and then he starts looking through his bag to see, was he after robbing something out of the shop? He was just after coming into.
But he hadn't even been in the door yet. So he starts looking into his bag. And I goes, you're all right, but it's just the alarm. You need to come in a little bit slower.
Yeah.
So he just started kind of barely crawling into the shop. And then he goes, fucking hell, that thing is very loud. And you what were you saying to him?
Yeah, I goes to him, it could be something in your bag that was from before or something, but he must have picked up it happened to somebody else before, because he goes, what, and did the last fella claim?
Yeah.
He was like, because my neck is hurting. He's just...
He was like, that was fair loud. When I jumped, I jerked and it hurt my neck. And like, did the last fella put in a claim? And I was like,
looking for a claim, like.
Yeah, mad for a claim, 2:30 in the day, bag of bottles. And he took out a bottle. He was like, can't wait to have this. And I was like, bud, I was thinking to myself, you're already steamed up and you have a bag of bottles, you might as well have it. But I was like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, bud. And he was like, yeah. And he goes, he was well steamed, like, wasn't he?
Man, yeah.
And he says, I'm looking for one of those watches for when you go for a run. He said a run.
Yeah.
Not a walk. Did you notice that?
He could barely walk and run.
And he says, I'm looking for a watch for when I go for a run to count my steps. And then he goes, but first, can I have a lighter? And then he went down and got a lighter off the boys and just left the shop, right? So then we turned on,
No, because you're missing another one,
sorry.
right? So all the while, every so often, is this big loud screech from the speaker, right? And so there was people coming in off the street. There was this woman came in.
Yeah.
Like literally just took a step in the door to see what was happening.
Yeah, she had no intention of even coming into the shop.
And she was like, what's going on in here? And I was like, oh, it's a security alarm when people are entering. And what was it she said?
She goes, not after me anyway.
And then walked out. Nobody said nothing to her. Like.
So she was walking past the shop, heard all this commotion and loud screeching, walked in and asked what was going on. We told her what was going on. She's like, well, fucking that ain't got to do with me. And just walked off back out the door. Fucking mental. And then your man just kind of hung around for a few minutes, wanted to get a fucking smartwatch for some reason. He probably wanted to track how many cans he could drink or something. And then he just fucking fucked off out of it again. But then...
all the while, we ended up getting the microphone to work.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, while she was like to me, it was like, get a decent shit. You actually gave 2 song suggestions. I went for the second one, right? So, like in the end of, we went in. I actually went in to get you a gift for your new,
which I didn't know. Yeah,
your new setup. In the end up, He was MCing down the back of the shop. The music was pumping. There's a solicitor's office upstairs. The boys ended up getting a fucking a warning.
The solicitor came down from upstairs. We just saw this well-dressed woman walking in the door.
There's him holding the microphone, MC.
I'm standing there,
me
whole
on the
joy.
decks, fucking.
And so we had this blasting in
Yeah.
the shop, like blasting, and I was fucking MCing. I was standing by the front door, and the speaker was facing the front door, and the music was just blasting out onto the street, and obviously they could hear it upstairs. And the one just walked in with like a real stern kind of face on her, and then your man just turned off the music, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Oh, we got a complaint. There's it's too loud, you know, it's too loud." And we were like, "Yeah, it's fucking loud." Like, we were rocking the whole fucking street, like. But then we walked out and looked up, and it just said like solicitor or some woman's name, and the solicitor's office
But
above
your,
it. Like.
your man was after bringing the speaker down to the back of the shop, and the two of them were standing at the speaker, like looking at me, expecting me to buy it, and I was like, "Does it go any louder?" They were like, louder. I think it was actually Mungo Jerry was like,
Yeah.
louder. He was like, "Is that the fucking blowing ears?"
Every time it made a sound, Jerry was standing there kind of going, "What? Oh, that's very loud, isn't it?" Fuck's sake. Oh, very good.
And I was like, "Look, I'll be back tomorrow." I think I actually agreed a sale on that
You
speaker.
did. You haggled him, like.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be waiting for you now tomorrow. His children are probably going to be starving. No, if you
Man, he
don't
was
go back
trying to
and buy
charge me $400 for a speaker.
no, 460.
406. And
He
I was
said,
like,
460, how much for cash? And he goes, how much for cash? And the fella down the back was kind of laughing. He looked like an ignorant bastard, didn't
Yeah.
he? But he was actually a great laugh. And he goes, we can do it for 430. We're like, 430 as opposed to 460 for cash. I goes, listen, bud. I said, if we give you cash, you can put that into your back pocket. The tax man does not know about that. I said, do us an out offer. And he ended up going down to like 400 quid. He's like, yeah, look, I'll come back tomorrow because we don't have the car with us now. So then we went to, was that everything in that shop?
I think I went back in. I got you a gift. Then I did give them a sale.
You did, and
So
you gave me a gift, and I should have it on my shelf, my brand new shelf. I
Brand
don't
new
have,
shampoo.
I don't have my brand new sign yet, but that's coming too. So I'm loving the setup. You comfortable?
Man, right? Because I don't know what it was like before. Obviously, I only seen what everybody else seen. I'm so comfortable right now.
Yeah.
So comfortable.
And before, like, you would have been sitting in a little fucking makeup chair, like.
I'd probably be sitting on your lap on the one chair.
I don't know about that now.
All right, yeah. Well, look, one can hope. Like.
But yeah, then we went to another one of those shops, and your man had like fucking 3 or 4 big speakers. Did you notice that his phone was connected all the time?
Yeah.
Because I walked past that shop the other day, right? And I thought to myself, is that a fucking Snapchat notification? While I was walking past the shop. I was like, your man definitely just has his phone connected to that.
Yeah.
And then while we were talking to him, he got a Snapchat and it popped out through the speaker.
Is that?
Yeah. So there was a massive speaker. He went for the biggest speaker again. He was like, what about this one? But their prices were way better.
I think the most expensive speaker they had was 170.
Yeah, something like that. And the one down there wanted 500 quid for it, man. Fucking, what did they think it was? A Corsa?
A Corsa?
Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, you can't even drive it, like.
Lift back E11 Corolla, nearly ready for NCT.
My stomach. But yeah, so we went up there and the prices were way more reasonable, and then we were kind of in a bit of a mess and mood anyway. So we said it to your man. He was like, what about this one here, and how much is that, and blah blah blah, and is it good and whatever. And he was like, yeah, it's very good, you can connect to it. And we couldn't connect it for some reason anyway because your man was connected to it. And then he says, Badger says,
have you got a mic? I goes, have you got a microphone? You were like, no, not in this one.
Yeah. I was like, leave it, man, leave it.
I was ready for a second
Ended up
gig,
getting
like.
arrested or something. But there was a screen, an LED screen
Well, what was supposed to be an LED screen?
on the top of the speaker, and he goes, how come the screen isn't turned on? So your man, fucking sharp as anything, just goes, looked at the box, and the display on the box didn't show anything displayed on that screen. So he goes, oh no, look at the box. He said, there's not supposed to be a display. That's just that's not a screen.
Yeah. And then you were like, do you know that the meme where your man's like,
Oh, the Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah.
That
Leonardo
was you
da
out
Vinci.
behind him. You were like,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah. I was like, hold on a minute. I said, this speaker next to it, I said, is a different model, but it's the same brand. I said, and that screen here has LCD.
It's sound around surround sound.
Is it LCD?
The display screen.
Yeah, but LCD screen? Liquid crystal display? Yeah.
Oh, there
So-
we go.
So that one on the box had an illustration of the screen lit up. And your man was like, yeah, but this box doesn't have that at all. Fucking deadly, like trying to just sell us a
Yeah.
broken speaker, like. But yeah, you can't play on a broken speaker. You can't feel anything. So yeah. So yeah, fucking.
Man, like it's literally, and that had all happened in the space of what 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I could just easily go home now. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I have experienced Limerick City. That's Limerick City.
Mission completed.
Yeah.
And you actually, when you first got off the train, you witnessed an argument, and yeah, you got the full experience. Saw loads of horses.
Yeah.
And yeah, got the full experience. I took you on a tour, basically showed you the whole city.
Yeah.
Well, because we went to the Crescent Shopping Centre as well.
Yeah.
So that's probably it, man. You've seen basically.
It was the most detailed tour that I could have imagined.
Yeah. I was telling you, a fella got a kick in the bollocks now at that corner, and this fella slipped on a banana skin at that corner.
Yeah.
Told you all the information that you need to know.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was enjoyable. I really, really enjoyed it.
Listen, it's no RD, but it'll do, like.
Jeez, you're in for a treat.
Because you showed me phone shops and coffee shops and...
That's pretty much all RD has.
Oh, yeah?
Phone shops and coffee shops.
Can you
yeah.
get any coffee and phone shops up there?
Coffee and... No, but we've got a coffee and bikes.
Coffee and bikes?
Coffee and bikes.
Oh,
But,
yeah?
Yeah.
Could I get a... Sorry, could I get a mocha and could I get a 26-inch BMX tube?
yeah.
You could do that,
Well,
yeah?
man, I swear to God, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll bring you to it. But for some reason, maybe it's because I look the way I look.
Right.
I just get looked at when I go in there, and he like refused to sell me a BMX or coffee.
Fuck off.
And I've never been in there in my life. You walk in there, you might get arrested.
Oh, yeah. I'll just walk in and say, what's happening, bud? Come here, I'll tell you what started the bike. Started the rocker, you know what I mean? Can you do wheelies and that?
The high Nelly.
Yeah. Would you do a wheel? What's it called again? A Clydesdale, I was going to say. That's not a bike.
Clyde, that's a dog, man, isn't
A
it?
horse.
Is it?
A dog. It's the horse of the Budweiser commercial.
Is it fuck yeah?
Commercial. Commercial. Sorry, yeah, Cook Matthews here. I'm coming in from Louisiana last night. But a fucking Clydesdale, yeah.
Clydesdale is a horse, yeah.
You Clydesdale the horse with the big baggy tackies.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, but is that not my missus is gonna flatten me?
Yeah.
And my family are gonna flatten me too.
Right, go on, say what you're gonna
My cousin's
say.
only after opening a fucking a horse yard.
Opening a horse.
Yeah. What's the one with the hairy legs, man?
A Clydesdale.
No.
Golden Retriever.
No. Man, I can't think of it. A Clydesdale probably does have hairy feet.
Yeah.
But there's another one.
Feet does,
A gypsy cob is what it's called.
A gypsy cob.
Gypsy cob is what it's called. I'm telling you now.
Is that the breed of it?
Put it in the comments. It's a cob. They're called a cob. When they've got hairy legs.
Okay.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Gypsy cobs, they're a beautiful horse.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they the real, like, the ones that would have, like, the really smooth hair? And, like, it would almost be like it went to a fucking hairdresser's on its legs.
Yeah.
A leg hairdresser.
That's the one, yeah.
A leg dresser. A hair leg dresser.
Cross-dresser.
You actually got such an experience today that you actually saw a fucking, what would you call it, like a horse dentist taking out horses' teeth.
In the
And
middle
that's-
of a council's day.
Yeah, and that's what people don't realise as well. Now, I don't know the whole fucking thing about it, like, but people think that anybody in council estates who have horses don't look after them.
Yeah, like they mistreat him. That's a misconception, is what that
It is, of course, but it's just because of how people look or sound or what the area looks like. They just think like, oh, they're not looking after the horse. But what your man was actually telling us was they were removing certain teeth from the horse because
It makes them uncomfortable.
it was hurting them.
Yeah.
Their teeth were hurting them, and you could tell by their behaviour when they're yoked up. Is it?
Yoked up.
I think that's what's called. And they put on all these. No, when they put on all the stuff.
It's tacked.
Tacked?
Tacked up, yeah.
Ah, yeah, but that's
That could be the professional term.
tacked.
Tacked up, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you tacked them up. Like they're tacked, they're ready for
With a few little small
ready
nails,
for
like.
jocking, like.
With a few little small nails, like.
No. No, but yoked. Because, see, when you were like to him, yoked up, I thought you meant like they were after banging a few yokes into him to medicate him to take the pain of the...
Okay.
The
No,
teeth.
I don't know. I thought...
You call it yoked up down here, is it?
I thought so. I haven't a fucking clue, man. I went out over the handlebars of a horse as a child and never got one back on one again. My father was walking a horse down the field. I was only about that height. And the horse put his head down and I tumbled down his fucking neck, like, and I just never got back up on the horse
Down
again.
over the handlebars.
I was straight out over the handlebars, front brakes job. You know what I mean? Fucking angled fucking forward slash into the grass, like.
Forward slash
You know what I
skirt.
mean? Yeah, it's
You
skirt.
know.
But yeah, what else did we do? So we went to the Crescent for a look
We've done
around.
Loads.
I'm so fucking comfortable right now. It's not even funny. It's not even funny how comfortable it was. You know what? When I first came in and I felt how comfortable it was, I started laughing, and then I was like, you know what? This isn't even funny.
Yeah.
Not even funny how comfortable I am. Yeah.
It is, but you've done a brilliant job in here.
Thank you very much.
You have done a brilliant, because even when I came in here, because I know I've seen behind the scenes, you've sent me videos of behind the scenes in the last one, and like to see the videos, I know it wasn't in person, but to go from seeing the videos to walking in here, I actually had to take a step back, because like what you've done with the place.
Thanks very much.
Very
And
nice.
like, there's so much more room for activities. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like, I can fucking show me no tackies.
Oh, Sham.
Oh, boys. But anyway, right, so yeah, there's way more room for activities, and now, to be honest, I had friends on, not fucking Joey and Ross and all.
All right.
Do you know, not them friends, my
I
friends.
thought they were coming on as well.
No, because nobody told them that was going to be this
So
way.
it's not your money, it's not your waddy, it's my waddy.
Probably.
Right.
But yeah, so there's been a couple of people I've been in touch with about coming on, and to be honest, I didn't feel comfortable like saying to them, "Oh, come on down there and fucking sit up on top of my shoulder and we record an episode." Do you know what I mean? Like a fucking parrot.
Yeah.
Do you know? And fucking giving him a cracker and all, like.
Yeah.
Do you know? Imagine me having fucking Leo Varadkar on and he's up on top of my fucking business, like. Do you know? So I wanted to wait until I'd have set up like this, where we have a bit of space between us and we can breathe our own air instead of having to share oxygen.
Yeah.
Do you
and
know?
a padlock on the inside so that when we do get Leo Varadkar in, you kick the bollocks out of him.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too political.
Fucking
in this
full
one, do we?
Nelson. Or actually,
Nelson.
full Nelson and a half. I don't even know what a full Nelson is. Nelson? But like, it sounds bad, doesn't it?
Yeah. Full and a half Nelson.
The fullest Nelson.
Yeah.
But like, I'm the type. I'm the type to look at my Nelson half full. What way would you look at your Nelson?
I wouldn't look at my Nelson half empty, like. Yeah. My Nelson would never be half empty.
Nelson the bully off
Yeah.
Friends, I was gonna say. Do you know what? Actually, and you catch up on an episode, right?
Yeah.
You catch up on your way down. You catch up on the last episode, and you pointed out what another few people pointed out was that the voice note I played on last week's episode didn't actually fucking play, right? And this fella, the same fella, Mac, he sent me back a voice note after the episode, and he goes, "Oh, buzzing for this because, like, the suspense of people not knowing, or you know, something like that." And I was like, "Oh, that was because he left the voice note on a cliffhanger." And I thought that that's what he was saying, but what he was actually telling me was the voice note didn't fucking play over the episode. And you told me today, and another couple of people told me. But I've just realised, Mac, you still never told me the fucking answer, regardless of the fact that I haven't heard or ye haven't heard the voice note that he sent me. I still don't know how he got on. So when I play this voice note for you now, I'm still not going to know.
Yeah, but you're sitting here saying, like, don't know how he got on. Man, I have no idea what you're chatting about because, for one, I'm basically the same. I'm out of the loop, as is everyone else who watches your podcast, because, like, all I heard was dead silence, and then every so often he'd be like, and he'd be like,
Well, that was me.
and yeah, this is all your reactions. And then you were like, well, you never told us. And I was like, the fuck is good? Like,
Never told us what.
yeah. You're
But you
crying
see-
to me, Uncle Anthony's face. How are you never?
What it was he told me what he was doing. I'm going to play it for you now anyway, fucking, because you're all hanging off the edge of your seat,
Yeah.
right? And if you're fucking driving the car, don't be hanging off the seat. It's dangerous. So I'm going to play it for you now, but at the end of it, it's not even pure. Like, you're going to listen to it now and be like, what? That was it?
Yeah, but,
But
you're
like,
building it up now. Like.
yeah, all right, sorry. Here we go.
What the story was, I'm just after listening to the podcast of you and Gani. Fuck me, he's a funny man as well. But I went into the Deli anyways, and I walked up and I was on a bit of a health kick. Now, I don't know why they call it a health kick, because I'm not kicking the shit out of my health, and I don't know where that came around. Probably because, like, fucking Bruce Lee was healthy or something. But anyway, I went up and I looked at the warm deli and the cold deli, which are two separate delis, and I'll argue with anybody about that. But I said I'd get a wrap, and then I was thinking of the story of your man that wanted the chicken and the tuna. So I forgot that it was hot chicken, but I'm after getting chicken and tuna now, both cold. So I'm going to try them and see how I get on with that. And I'll let you know. But now I'm on a mission to try hot chicken and tuna in a sandwich. Now, I don't know if this is going to be fucking rotten or not, but we'll see what it is. And am I the only person that goes up to the deli, and any time you have to ask for a wrap, I always think when I go, well, can I have a wrap off you there? I always feel like the deli person is supposed to say back to you, yeah, you get a fucking wrap in the mouth now in a second. Always comes into my fucking head.
Yeah, well, my brain does that as well, just intrusive kind of fucking thoughts, thinking, oh, imagine if she said this, and imagine if she said that, blah, blah. But anyway, yeah, so that was it.
Can I just say, right, there's no point in even trying to wait and see how he got on with it.
I'm
going to tell you exactly how he got on with it. Cold chicken, cold tuna. You're lucky she didn't give you a wrap. I'm sorry, listen, don't ever do that again.
No.
Don't.
I wonder, did he even survive that? Because he didn't reply.
Well, I mean, it serves him right for ordering
He
cold
could
chicken.
be resting in peace right now, like.
Resting in peace.
Requiem mass job, like, know what I mean? Family flowers only, chat.
Donations welcome to the deli.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To get him fucking better combos of food. But, yeah, because did you hear the episode where I was saying I was at the deli and your man asked?
They refused.
Because of cross-contamination or something like that. Because of cold food and hot food and stuff like that. And fish and chitin or whatever it was, right? But, like, yeah, your man just got on. He was like, yeah, well, I'm after getting this chicken and tuna roll anyway. I'm going to see what it's like.
And, yeah.
That's it then.
I don't know.
So he probably just fucking, I hope he puked his ring up anyway.
Yeah. He might have rested in peace because... Like,
And I hope he went home and made loads and loads and loads of lower back chocolate. I really hope he did.
It took me a second to get what the fuck
Yeah.
you're on about.
I
lower
really
back
do.
chocolate.
I hope he did. I feel like I'm just looking at the preview of the camera here. I feel like we're pure on the bottom of the screen. We're like fucking thumbnails on the
Isn't
screen.
it? Just
Yeah, because
fucking-
that's because
do you know what it is? It's because the seats are so comfortable that we're just like
we're slouching.
melting into the
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
maybe we should do a little bit of an upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see what it is as well. I had to move my camera to get the sign in because I've new signs coming. Oh man, they're fair comfortable. There's new signs coming, and this is my old big sign, so it needed more space to be on the camera, so I moved my camera up a little bit. But did you see? I actually put my 35mm in. Look, down the bottom of the shelf.
Oh man,
That
how did you fit it in there? That's about that big, man.
Yeah, it's like a bag of cement or something.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's like
but,
a ton bag of 35mm.
But that wasn't there a while ago. Oh no, it was on the floor. It was there, wasn't it? Yeah, because no, I didn't think you saw it because you went to do something.
No, I actually didn't take any notice whether it was there or not.
Yeah, but yeah. So fucking, that's our stories of Limerick anyway. And
Well, actually, no, it's not because you're forgetting. Do you remember the shop that we went into after? When we done one of the loops, I think we were like halfway around the figure of 8.
right,
We went into the shop, right?
the Centra,
Can't
Where I got
remember
the
which one
coffee?
it was. No.
where you got that coffee and really enjoyed it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What coffee did you get?
I don't even, man.
What coffee did you get and really enjoyed it? Come on, man. But for taste only.
I think it was a was it mocha?
No, it wasn't. No,
Was it a flat white? It
no.
had to have been a
It
flat
it
white.
wasn't flat. It was lumpy. It was
Right.
bumpy. It was-
Because I know it definitely wasn't an oat milk cappuccino.
I think it was anyway.
Wait,
But
listen.
look, it's okay. It was just for your. It doesn't make you any less of a man.
Well, listen, I'm just saying that, like, I paid for the thing. I wasn't going to not drink it. you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but it was unbelievable.
It was very nice.
Yeah. So when people have been replying to my stories, man. I'm not joking with you, right? People have been replying to my stories, going, "You're not here." I'm getting like,
but like, listen, what was my reaction when I found out?
I
as well?
know, but why?
I don't.
It's
know.
just because it's
No,
different.
It's because you're woke and you're. Do you know
No,
what?
no.
Right?
But why am I woke? Because it's nicer.
No, but like,
But I'm not drinking it because I'm like, yeah, well, I don't actually eat dairy because
No,
it
but
makes me
that's
make
what it-
lower back chocolate.
no, because
But-
you're only drinking it for a short while. Give it another couple of months, and I'm telling you now, you'll be wearing a top hat and everything.
Promise.
Whack the God, lad.
The Abraham
Telling
Lincoln
you.
chat.
Yeah, one of them chats.
Fuck
I'm
off.
telling you.
That's grand, man. I could put a rotisserie chicken in that and go to the cinema. You telling me you wouldn't put a rotisserie chicken underneath your Abraham Lincoln hat and go to the Omniplex
No, right.
and watch
That's not the
cheap
shop
by
I'm
the
ta-
dozen 9
Yeah,
or
that's-
Fast and the Furious loads. Do you remember when Fast and the Furious was good? No, what one I liked? The one with the cars in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I seen one. It was like people will say wrestling is fake, but then they'll watch Vin Diesel drive through 3 skyscrapers.
I've seen that one.
Man, actually, sorry, I cut you off. in
Yeah,
what
no,
you
we're
were saying,
fine,
right?
listen.
We're vibing, like, aren't we?
It is what it is.
Who sent me a message? All right, okay. Why don't I have anywhere to put my can? Okay, I need to rethink this setup a little bit.
Yeah.
Shut the whole thing down. I've nowhere to put my can. One
Is
second.
it? Yeah, call it off, shut her down, close her up, boy.
Right, so I'm going to have to put on my G glasses so I can read this. I turned on, I think it was Fast and the Furious 6, where, have you watched all of them?
No, I'm not going to lie. I've seen 1, 2, Tokyo Drift, 4 it went to, where they
Yeah.
were in America. Oh,
Right.
no, that's, yeah, no. What was 4 again? Fast and Furious was 4, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
That's
yeah.
where I stopped watching
Do
because...
you ever see Jet Divine Furious?
No.
Or Stone Divine Furious?
Stone Divine.
But
Slow
no.
and Curious will be the next one.
So I turned on, I was just flicking through the channels the other night, right? And I think it was Fast 6. I think that's what it was called, right? Man, so this was when The Rock was in it and Vin Diesel. I think it was the first one that The Rock was in, right? Dwayne, the fella, the Johnsons. So he was in it and he was like just fucking badass, whatever. And they're all doing all the shapes and the faces and squaring up to each other and all. Do you ever see the one where they have like a beetle or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. They're like squaring up to each other, man. They're snapping. They're going to kill each other. And then
Yeah.
people come over like, no, stop. And they're basically telling them to solve it with a race. Like,
Yeah.
imagine squaring up to someone and your friend comes up and goes, no, just leave it off, just race him.
Yeah.
Right? So Vin Diesel goes over, rips the wings off the car with his bare hands. Right? No joke. Rips the wings off the car with his bare hands.
Yeah.
I'm fully sure he rips the doors off. He does, actually. He rips the doors off.
Well, it's for like
Think-
a kind of a weight reduction
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of thing, yeah.
Takes the boot door off and everything. No, forget about all the aerodynamics that he's ruining by letting all the car just catch air, right? Then he gets a ring pull off the top of a can, right? And takes a tube off something in the engine and loops the tube around the ring pull and pops it back into something, so air that's supposed to be going to one place like relocates and goes into another place.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, is he trying to create a fake turbo effect or something? Do you know,
Right.
because it's like pushing air in or whatever the fuck. He does this big long drag strip with someone. I think your man, loses control, but Vin Diesel needs to keep going, and then he needs to get to the end of this basically kind of dead end bit next to the water, right? So he deliberately clips something
Right.
and makes the car lose control, right? The car starts flipping. He jumps out of the car in midair, right? And the car blows up and spins and everything else. And then he just gets up and dusts himself off. He's like, I won the race.
Yeah.
And you're like, bud, if you could make a car that fast by just with your bare hands
Yeah.
and no equipment, no tools, no upgrades, a bit of a can of Coke,
Yeah.
like, you shouldn't be racing. You should be doing other things. Like,
You've got an engine there that probably hasn't ran in 20 years. Probably out 1600 straight, right? And you put...
and there's a family of rats probably living in the engine bay.
fact. You put a little top of a can in and all of a sudden it's a K20.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Wop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? And like, you're like, bud, street racing isn't your thing if you can do that. If
Yeah.
you have the technology to do that to a car, you shouldn't be out doing these fucking street races, risking your life and ruining your wife beater. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Don't
mean?
take risks on treacherous roads.
no, but like, imagine going home now as Miss, you're fucking after ruining your wife beater again, constantly going through them. Can't keep you on wife beaters. But so anyway, right? So that was whatever episode. I don't know what one that was.
It's gone, man. It's
So-
just a load of... Yeah.
But listen to this, right? So I was flicking through, and I think Fast 6 came on or something like that, right? And they were all sitting around having this barbecue, and the cops come along, and this and that, and blah blah blah, right? Next thing, one of them turns around and goes, I want to say a few words or whatever, right?
One of the cops.
No, one of the
right.
Roman. So I looked up this prayer because I heard him saying a prayer at the end of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So one of them, I think it was Paul Walker, and his missus had a new baby. So that's what they mean in the part about the newest edition, right?
Right.
So when I heard this, man, I was watching it and I was cringing, and then I heard the end of it and I was like mortified, right?
Yeah.
So I had to go on and Google this prayer, and I have it here now to read out for you, right? So they all hold hands as far as I can remember, right? And he goes, Father, Thank you for the gathering of friends. Father, we give thanks for all the choices we've made because that what makes us who we are. Let us forever cherish the loved ones we've lost along the way. Thank you for the little angel, the newest addition to our family. Thank you for bringing Letty home. And wait, man, here it is, right? Do you know what he says at the very end? And most of all now, more importantly than the baby, right? Most of all, not the little cute little baby newest edition angel. Most of all, right? He said the words, and most of all, thank you for fast cars. I'm ashamed of my life.
Yeah, but why is he thanking God when it's Vin Diesel in the fucking thing with the head of a can?
Vin Diesel's name is Mark.
Who?
Vin Diesel's real name is Mark.
Mark who?
Mark Sinclair.
Like, sister
Like
to
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. Sister? Brother?
Niece.
Man,
Are you my father?
I'm not even joking with you. His name is Mark Sinclair.
Yeah, well, listen.
And he must have picked the name
No,
Vin.
Right, and I want to
But most of all,
yeah.
thank you for fast cars.
Yeah. But you know, that just sums up how the Fast and Furious have went. But just to say...
Do you ever see the video or the meme where they put like an overweight filter on Vin Diesel, and it's like, can I get a 12-piece bucket of chicken?
Yeah.
And then like, oh, you're going to eat all that? And then underneath it says, it's for my family.
Yeah, so see when you were saying Roman and you were like, I can't think of who it is. You know, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
Where they've got the purple and yellow cars, the yellow Evo and the purple fucking Mitsubishi drop top.
Eclipse or something?
Yeah. Do you know your man that was driving the purple Mitsubishi?
Does he look a bit like Wolverine?
No, man, what one were you watching at all?
Oh, that was the X-Men.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Right, I don't know. Have you ever? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
lost.
Anyway,
I'm completely lost.
Roman, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's your man Roman. He's in Too Fast and Furious.
Okay, but most of all,
Most of all, thanks for the fast cars.
Whatever. They might as well say, yeah, there's a baby and all, yeah, whatever, yeah. But thanks for Evos and all.
Yeah.
And about 500 million thousand euros worth of cars in the driveway then.
Yeah,
And,
and I guarantee half of the audience were in tears at that point.
oh, I'd say so, yeah. Oh my God, I love when you thank the fast cars. Whatever, fuck the baby, but like, most of all, fast cars.
Yeah, that's what do you call your man? Chapman, who's got a fast car as well.
Tracy.
Yeah.
That's a woman.
Oh, right, yeah.
I
that's so bad.
thought for years that Tracy Chapman was a man.
Yeah, but why is my head telling me that it sounds like a man that's singing?
That's what I thought as well. But his old man has her old man has a problem. He lives by the bottle. That's the way it is. His
right.
body's too old for working.
Yeah.
Do you know that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And she worked in the market as a checkout girl.
Yeah.
It's a girl. Working in the market as a checkout girl.
26, man.
It wasn't when she brought out the song.
It might have been like.
You got a fast joke.
You got a rapping joke.
Yeah, is it fast enough to pull the socks off a dead man? You gotta make a decision.
No, right? Can I just skip way back to before Fast and the Furious?
Right,
when
so
you were like,
speaker.
yeah, we're just gonna fucking wind the tape back to when you were like, that's everything that happened today, because we have to tell this story.
Right.
That shop that Mungo Jerry was putting videos up saying they have everything. You were like, we're standing in the queue, and you were like, here, bud, have you got any engine oil there? And he was like, what?
Yeah!
And he was like, you were like, well, you have everything else in the thing.
No, wait.
Man jumps.
But wait a second, right? So this is a shop, not a petrol station.
Yeah.
That's important to mention, I think. So you go in here now, and man, there was fucking kilos and kilos and kilos of Curly Wurlies. Like, there was loads of them. And know what they're labelled as? Was it Smarties?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a sign on the front of the box for Smarties. Man, there was everything in this shop. There was just stacks of washing powder, bars, multi-pack potatoes. They had fucking everything in this shop. And your man behind the counter knew me just from my videos and shit like that. And he was fucking chatting away, a sound young fella. And I goes, hi, bud, where's the engine oil? He goes, 1 minute. Walked down behind the till and pulled out a big spurious bottle of engine oil. Nothing written on it.
I folded.
Fucking man, this place sells corned beef, like. There's fresh corned beef behind the fucking thing. You can cut it. They can cut it fresh for you, and they've engine oil in behind the counter.
Yeah,
like
half a pound of fucking corned beef, a 12 packets of Curly
A
Whirlies.
9-bar Curly Whirlies.
Lucas said orange is out of date with 7 years.
Yeah.
And 5 litre drum of oil. Do you know what I mean? You can get it all in here.
Man, fair random.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But, yeah, see, all of that stuff is so normal to me that I just forget about it.
Yeah, but like, I swear to God, the amount of shit that I'm after seeing. Now, I don't know. If there's people watching here from the Redline Republic podcast, I've said it before, when I go out into the wild, it's like that sound. The things I see is in America.
Yeah.
I see some wild stuff in, like, in the wild.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, obviously, you know that from
But
my
from
social
what
media.
I've seen today, how are you still normal?
I'm not normal.
No, but like, how do you live through shit like if today is like every day for you?
Yeah. But
Is
see, this is the stuff that I notice.
Yeah.
Right? And everyone else is just like, I'm used to it as well. But there's a certain thing in my brain that clicks and thinks, this is a bit mad, isn't it?
But that's
And
me
that's-
all day, like.
But that's why I go around taking videos and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I can't. Most of the stuff that I see, I can't whip out my phone and take a video. Because, what?
I would be though.
I know, but you see, I used to. So I was down in Cork one time, right? I was out of work one time, right, years ago. This was fucking, Jesus, could be 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I went down by the water. I can't remember what the name of the river is that runs through Cork City, right? But there was a fella there, and he was out jogging. And some fellas, when they go out jogging, you'd see them, and they'd be stopped at the side of the road, and they'd be fucking stretching their legs, or they'd be up against like a bar or a wall or something like that, and they'd be pushing. Do you ever see that? They're literally just pushing as a stretch.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they're stretching their back muscles or their fucking coccyx or whatever the fuck they're stretching. So he was doing that. He was up against the bars at the side of the water, just pushing on these bars as a stretch exercise, right?
Can I just say one thing there as well? Because what bugs the shit out of me is the boys that, like, do you know when they're acting like they're in like 7 feet of water, but they're like, their knees are curled up and they're like that, walking around like that in the swimming pool?
Stretching?
No, in the swim.
Oh, like a pure Conor McGregor kind of a walk.
Something like their knees are, it's like they're crawling through
Yeah.
the fucking water, and they're going, man, and you're 70 years of age, like.
Yeah, but they're just trying to, I think they're just trying to free up their joints or something.
Free up that
Yeah.
number.
Oh my God, look at that bumper, holy bumper. But, no, so he was there doing his stretchy thing, pushing against the railing of the water, right?
Yeah.
And I was across the road, and straight away I was like, that's funny. Do you know? Because, like, do you know the way people say, oh, I would never go for a jog or a run or anything. I'd be too self-conscious.
Yeah.
People would be looking at me and everything. And then people be like, no, they won't. Like, everybody is the main character in their own story, right? So everything that you do in a day, you're looking at everything you do in that day. And then some people might see you, but, like, they'll only see you for a short period, and then the rest of it is yours and not them. And then the next person might see you for a few minutes, and that's the rest of it is yours. But, like, that's the way people would convince you that, like, nobody's looking at you when you go for a run. Do you know what I mean? I'd be looking at people the whole time. I'd be like, look at the way he's running.
You know, he's driving around after them, just judging them the
But,
whole
like,
run.
I think all those stretches and things that they do at the side of the road are hilarious. Like, they'll be there and they'll be just doing this thing with their leg, and it looks like they're cycling half a bike. And you're thinking, that's fucking very good. Like, so I saw this fella anyway stretching at the side of the water, right? He was pushing on this fence or whatever. So I took out my phone. I recorded him because, lads, there's some scumbags down here, but you're never going to be able to push that fence down. That's fucking metal, man. You're never going to be able to push that down. So I thought, brilliant. No, that'll get a good few reactions, whatever. On Facebook, it was only using Facebook, or well, Snapchat as well. Posted on my Facebook. Next thing, someone in, boom, boom, boom. That's hardly you, is it? Your mum's like, what the fuck it is?
Man, I got one of them. I kind of had to watch what I was posting recently too, because what you're saying there is you need to be aware of what you're posting, because you don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
Man, I was in Baileyborough, right? You're not going to know. That's in Cavan.
Okay.
Cavan.
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 Does that have a Y in it?
It doesn't, but
Cavan.
it should.
Yeah.
But I was in Baileyborough one day, right? Me and Dan actually, right? And
we'll talk about your podcast now in a minute, because I don't want to brush over that.
Yeah.
So I want to let people know what your podcast is about, and Dan is Badger's co-host on their podcast. Go on, anyway.
Yeah. So me and Dan, I was after getting some food in a centre or whatever, and Dan's Jeep, he wouldn't let me eat in it or whatever. So I was standing outside the Jeep eating, right? Next thing I spots this man. Now this is a very warm day, right? Chap's walking down with a hoodie on, right? He's got a hat on, he's got a hoodie on, but the sleeves are rolled up, and he's got fingerless gloves on.
Right.
Right.
On a warm day.
On a warm day, right?
Was
And
he standing by a barrel with a fire?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Go on.
He was walking down the main street as if this was acceptable attire to be wearing, like.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And so obviously I was sitting here eating me pie, and I couldn't, as he was walking towards me, I couldn't just whip out the phone and be like, watch me, man, right?
Yeah.
So I waited for him to walk past. I had my phone ready in my pocket. The second he passed, I was out like that, and I was recording him, right?
Just saying, look at the gloves on him, like whatever.
And I don't know whether I put a sound on it or whether I was like, lads, I want the people from Ballyborough checked out. Like, I need them studied. Like, there's something not right here. Posted that my story. Literally, I didn't even make it home from Ballyborough. I got a message. Take me down off your story now.
It was him?
It was him. He was on my fucking story.
Fuck
I
off.
swear to God, man. He's seen it like that. And then
Christ.
my first instinct was mortified. I was like, I'm caught. And then I was like, fuck him. Blocked him.
Yeah.
Just kept it up, yeah?
Just blocked and blood clot
yeah,
deleted him.
blocked and blood clot deleted.
But yeah, so Badger posts a lot of Snapchat stories and stuff like that, and because of that, he's built up a big following.
No,
But you're on your
shut up.
you're,
Man,
yeah,
it's
but,
not.
but as far as Snapchat goes, man.
Yeah, but man, the numbers are nowhere near your number, so don't be saying big.
Listen, don't be fucking putting words in my mouth. I never said that. No, it's language, but no, but like you'll be known a bit because of your Snapchat and stuff like that. You'll be known better than the next fella, like do you know? But you're on your third account now because
Something
you get
like that.
banned or whatever because you put a fucking emoji on your story and you get taken and your Snapchat gets banned or whatever. But so that's what he's talking about. That's why there'd be a random person on his story that he wouldn't know. So he kind of be posting Snapchats and stuff like that and be people following. But yeah, that's it. You never know.
No.
I saw a man one time, right? I was delivering and I was on a back road. I can't remember where I was, and I was in the middle of somewhere anyway I was, right? And it was fuck all around the place. So there was a stop sign or a red light or something like that. There was a man on a bicycle, right? And next to the traffic light there was a stone wall. Like, do you know the one like the top of it is like a castle?
Yeah.
Like the one that I fucking drove my motorbike into. So there was a fella on a bicycle, right? And he was wearing a pair of them old man shorts. Not the ones to be rammed up around their conscience. Like they're like kind of cargo pants, but they're shorts.
Are you talking about the long johns?
No, not long johntons. These are like cargo pants, shorts, but like they're long, but they're shorts.
Oh,
they're kind of like two quarter lengths.
The 2 quarter lengths.
Yeah. So he had a pair of them on him, and they were fucking up around his uncle's house, right? So he was on the bicycle and he was stopped at the red light. Yeah, it must have been a red light. He wouldn't have been stopped at a stop sign. He was stopped at a red light, man, and I swear to God, his knee was next to his ear because he had his foot up on top of the wall to balance himself. So he had his left leg on the pedal and he had his right leg on the wall next to him, so high up that his knee, he was listening to his knee. He was fucking beats by knee. Right? His knee, man, his leg was up around him. It was like a pelican or something, man, right? So I took a picture. I was like, look at the shape here, man. And someone come back, that's my uncle. I'm like, is he? I watched the shape of him. But no, like, it's like that just all the time. There's just constantly, you can't do anything like.
But listen, at some point there needs to be a platform where everyone's like, just call it quits and you're allowed to post whatever, because shit like that is funny and people need to see shit like that.
Yeah.
Who gives a bollocks if it's your uncle?
Is it? Yeah, is that your uncle? Yeah? Yeah, watch the shape of him.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
No, but
like, why is he like a swastika up in the bicycle? Do you know what I mean?
Twisted up like
arms and legs all over the fucking shop.
He's like a twisted bopping up on top.
Yeah. Bop it, suck it, lick it, spitting it.
Oh, lad.
But
No, you need to just like, I don't care if it's your nanny twisted up like a pretzel.
Yeah.
You need to just let people see that. If it's funny, just
if
let
someone
it be funny.
if someone walks like a /, why can't I record and put him on my story? Do you know what I mean? Fucking, it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, like between fingerless gloves and beats by knee, like,
yeah,
you need to just let us post shit.
or
like,
knees by Dre.
knees boys.
Knees by Dre.
Yeah.
Knees. Do you ever think about it, man? Knees are the elbow of the leg.
Yeah, but you don't have that bit of funny skin at it. See the way if you
Like where your hilarious bone is?
yeah. Where
That's
the
not even
so
funny, man.
bone.
It's sore, man.
But see, when you pinch that skin,
Yeah.
you don't have that in your knee though. Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's true.
It's very similar. I can't argue that it's not like
Yeah.
the knee of the leg or the knee of the
But then
knee of the
again,
leg.
did you ever try to squeeze your knee like you'd squeeze your elbow skin?
Oh, geez,
But while we're on the subject of body parts and stuff like that, right? Do you ever see the way the Queen used to wave? And
she's
she's dressed in a piece, but right. So, do you ever see the way the Queen used to wave? And she'd only ever wave, but she'd never wave with this hand.
oh yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
It's my hand.
Oh, right. Are you sure, man? I could have
Yeah.
swore I seen her waving that
That's
one
it.
before.
I actually heard that on a different
Dickhead.
podcast, but they're never going to listen to this one. Man, someone told me. So one of my favorite podcasts, right? There was a girl on my Snapchat who watches this podcast. Yeah, you, right? So she watches this podcast, and I've been mentioned on the Starlet podcast 3 times now,
Yeah.
right? So the first time I sent in a question, and I was just being bold about it, and I was like, host of the Unit podcast, Walshunit, right? So they'd say it, and I didn't think they'd say it, and they fucking did, and fair play to Darren Conway. He's never going to fucking hear this, I don't think.
Yeah.
They don't even listen to podcasts. So, anyway, if he did, fair play to him, and yeah, whatever. But they chatted away or whatever, fucking really good. Like, they gave me a plug and everything, and was fucking delighted with it, like, because I listened to their
Was
podcast.
it USB or USB-C, the plug?
Oh, good one, yeah, no, fucking HDMI. Patting the back off yourself. But yeah, so then I messaged in another time and got a bit of a debate going, whatever. And then this girl texted me because I've been off work this week, so I haven't been listening to my podcast, and I'm so excited for when I go back to work next week that I have so many podcasts to
You can
listen
catch
to,
up, yeah.
because I'll have all of this week's podcast and all of next week's podcast, so I'm going to be absolutely spoiled for choice.
Do you know, I didn't even pick up on that, because usually when our pod drops, you're the first person like responding back,
Yeah.
like arguing with what I'm saying or what Dan is saying.
Yeah.
I didn't get that, and it was actually, I noticed that I didn't get it because it was like halfway through Tuesday, and I was like, I haven't even spoke to Walshunit today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Fuck,
yeah,
go ahead.
that's it, because I was just listening to the podcast away, like. But this girl texted me and she was like, you got to mention on Starlet again. And I was like, again?
Yeah.
And then she mentioned the other podcast and said, I don't like the music they play on the outro. And I was like, they mentioned me on that podcast too? Like, this podcast has the biggest patron in the UK. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what? But no, I read it wrong. She was just saying that Starlet mentioned me again, and this podcast that I put her onto,
Yeah.
she hates their outro.
Right.
So I
So
was
you
like, oh,
thought
for
you were
fuck.
after getting plugged twice.
Yeah. But I thought that they were after mentioning me on that, because I was actually speaking to one of their producers a few times on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I told him that I set up a podcast, and I said, like, really, really fucking nice fella. As I say, they're a huge podcast in the UK, and I sent him 1 or 2 things, or whatever, just in relation to what they were talking about, and I didn't even think he'd see it. I actually sent him a voice note, man. He's a big Simpsons fan, right? And I sent him a voice note, and I was like, well, bud, come here, I don't think you'll ever see this, but I just wanted to say that when this person said that, I genuinely thought you were going to come back with this, and it was a Simpsons quote. Hold on.
Yeah.
He's a massive Simpsons fan. He should know that.
Yeah.
So I sent him a voice note. I was like, bud, I was like, you're probably never going to hear this, but I'm surprised you didn't say that. And he goes, do you know what? You're fucking right, he said. And I was like, man, I said, thanks so much. I said, I really didn't think you'd even see this or reply. And I said, like, thanks a lot. I love your podcast, and I love how far you've come and everything. I've started my own podcast, and I'm only on episode 6 or whatever it was, so you won't have to worry about me. Do you know what he wrote back to me? He was like, how do you know we won't have to worry about you? He said, you're only on episode 7. He says, you'd never know. We might have, and I hope we do have to worry about you, he said.
I
was
remember you saying that to me.
I was
Word
like,
for word, yeah.
I was like, man, that's fucking, it's just great to hear, like, do you know what I
It
mean?
is.
So, now I can't remember what we were talking about, but I don't want to keep going without giving your podcast a mention and to tell people what it's about and, do you know, where it started and fucking how far you're getting and stuff like that. So if you want to talk about your podcast for a minute.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah.
So obviously, well, not obviously, I suppose it's pretty blatantly obvious. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Right.
I always have been. You have been. I'm fairly sure I said this to you when we first started talking. But you were a huge inspiration for me doing social media. Full stop. And so the podcast and YouTube and stuff like that was always something I toyed with the idea of doing. And some of the people that follow my Snapchat stories have mentioned it to me in the past. Why don't you do podcasting?
Because I'll stop you there now. So the thing is, you post every day on your story just talking, right? Just chatting. I know, like, when you told me that you started a podcast, I thought, you know what, that's fucking great because you're well able to talk. Like, there's so many people that cannot sit down with a camera in their face and just chat and talk because they feel like a dope. They don't like the sound of their voice. They don't like how they look. But, like, I noticed about you that you can fucking post long Snapchats and you're not stuck for things to talk about. So I thought, when you came up with that idea to do a podcast, I was like, yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah. And that's obviously what the people that are following you saw as well, and that's why they were saying it to you, you know?
Yeah, but what actually gave me that push was you had just dropped episode 1 of your podcast. Yeah. And so I sat and I watched that, and in that podcast, I can't reference word for word, but you said something along the lines of...
Fake fan.
All right, pal.
Reference it word for word or get out.
Yeah, so you said something along the lines of, you said, why don't I give it a go? There's no point in not doing it. I can either give it a go and it doesn't work or whatever. And it was whatever you said in that episode, I was like, shit. And I actually messaged you because we used to never speak before that.
Well, like little bits. We probably replied to each other's stories once or twice, but never really had conversations,
And so I'm nearly sure I responded, but I definitely text Dan. Because I had...
Dan is a long-term friend of yours,
Oh, yeah, long-time friend. And so me and Dan tried to do YouTube, I think it was a year previous.
Did you?
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that.
No, we didn't try. We had the intention. We were like, right, we're going to do this. Yeah. We never done it, right? So I texted Dan. I'm fairly sure the day your episode dropped, I texted Dan the Tuesday after that. So it may have sat with me for a day or two. I texted Dan on the Tuesday. I was like, Dan, do you want to do a podcast? And he was like, yep.
Straight away, he was straight up for it.
Straight away, because he knows that like we'll plan to do something like this.
Oh yeah, sure. You were already talking about YouTube, so then when you said podcast, he was like, "Yeah, look,
bam, yeah." So we went and we got our equipment on the Friday, sat down Friday evening and recorded our first episode. Absolute failure because we forgot to hit record.
Oh fuck off!
Or something happened, the phone switched off, or something midway through.
Oh man, isn't it like that happened to me? Like obviously you heard my last week's episode, man, and that was just fucking shocking. Like it was just clipped together. Things went wrong the second something goes wrong. And what I'll tell ye, actually, what I mean to tell the viewers and the listeners now is that the reason I was so up in a heap on last week's episode was because I walked into my podcast studio and I thought, right, I have to start ripping this apart because as we mentioned a while ago, I've completely redone this, and the YouTube viewers will see that my studio is totally different now. So I actually took my whole studio apart and redone the whole thing. So I walked into my studio last week on a Wednesday, I think it was, and I thought, right, I'm going to start taking things out now, out of the way, and move things around and get ready for this refurbishment or whatever it was. And then I thought, I'm not going to have all this done by Sunday. So I was like, I'm going to have to sit down and record an episode. So I had a couple of things to talk about. I took a couple of notes, stuff like that, but enough of the week hadn't passed for me to be ready to record an episode. Yeah. So I was like, but I have to record an episode. So I've no other choice. And then fucking things went wrong, and I got a phone call and it fucked everything up, and I muted the mic and I forgot to press record and blah blah blah, and it was just a shit show. But that was because I was in such a heap getting ready for this big change, and I didn't want to say that either, because I'd be the type, I won't come out and say that I'm going to do something just in case it doesn't work. Yeah. And then I look like a fucking idiot. The same was a few people that I was talking to about having on as a guest. I wouldn't mention them just in case I don't get them. Do you know? And then people say, oh, he said he was getting fucking Brendan Grace on his podcast and he didn't, fucking idiot. Do you know? I don't want that, whatever. But yeah, sorry. So, yeah, I'm after hijacking you now again.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You can't.
So, yeah, so you were saying you went and got your equipment.
Yeah, we put down an hour of an episode which didn't record. So then we were like, oh, at that point, I was like, right, that's our podcast career finished. Never going to work out, this, that, and the other.
Put in the bin.
Dan physically cable-tied me to a chair. He was like, we're doing this. We're recording this episode tonight. Otherwise, we're never going to do it.
Was this your kind of pilot one, or did you do the both of them in one night?
I think this was the... Was it the pilot one?
Because I know you did a pilot
no, no,
where it
no,
was an
so-
introduction.
Yeah, so we got the pilot one recorded first, and then when we sat down for the hour-long one, that's the one that fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, man, this is never.
Isn't it fair? Did you talk about some of the same stuff that you had messed up in the first recording?
No.
You didn't.
Oh, no, we did.
but isn't it so hard to go over the same stuff that you've
Yeah.
already said?
Because what's worse is, right, and I picked up on this on your last episode as well, because you were like, you started getting into a story and you were like, wait, did I already say this?
Yeah.
And then you had to go back.
That's what my podcast is.
Because we were literally after putting down a full episode, and then I was getting to points where I was like, well, earlier I had said this, and then I'm kind of thinking, well, is it actually in this episode or the one that we lost?
Yeah.
It fucks with your mind.
Oh
like.
man, it's fucking stupid.
But anyway, so we ended up getting the first episode down, and yeah, so I think we were one episode behind you. Then there was 1 week I couldn't do it because for whatever reason. So I think we're 2 episodes behind you.
Yeah, but I put out bonus episodes as well though. But in terms of episode numbers, yeah, you're 1 or 2 behind. Yeah.
But so just a quick rundown on what the podcast is. So the podcast is called the Redline Republic Podcast. It's on Spotify, YouTube, and I think
you said Apple Podcasts as well.
Apple Podcast as well. I
But-
think it's on.
What social medias do you use?
We post almost, I don't know, we definitely post a couple of times a week on TikTok and Instagram. We haven't got a Snapchat. So it's TikTok and Instagram is the Redline Republic Podcast as well. And it's mostly car content, but it's like, it's not really technical. It's kind of like a mix between technical car scene and comedy as well.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because I do think it's funny, and I think you need that because I love light-hearted podcasts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, even though you talk about some of the technical stuff around cars, you also talk about like funny stories and things that happened. And remember the time I was going to the shop and the back axle fell off.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You need that. Like, I don't want to sit down and listen to a podcast going, yeah, you know, this car is running fucking this horsepower and da-da-da, and then the next person is coming back with a fucking serious. I think it's a great mix of knowledge and bollocks, basically, which is great.
Like, there's so many people that respond and that comment and that reach out to us that have zero interest in cars.
Yeah, I was just going to say, even if you don't like cars as such, even give it a listen and just see what you think, because you might listen and you'll be like, okay, this story is about a car, but it's funny. It's like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Right? So people, well, it's not like Sons of Anarchy. It's nothing like that. But like, people will see a trailer or they'll see merch or they'll see something about Sons of Anarchy, right? And they'll think, sure, I don't like motorbikes.
Yeah.
And then you sit down and watch it and be like, what the fuck? This isn't about motorbikes.
Yeah.
There's just loads of motorbikes in it.
Yeah.
Do you know? And like, it's about the stories, it's about the drug deals, it's about the gun deals, it's about the paying off the police and this and that. There's so
I
much.
thought you were on about our podcast until you spoke about paying off the cops.
Yeah. yeah. Everything else is the same. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, you can be thrown off something by looking, thinking, sure, I wouldn't have any interest in that. Do you know? Whereas it's not just that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff and a lot of general chit chat between two friends that you can see as well. So I think some of the conversations are great and some of the stories are mad. Like, do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of made up stories that never happen as well. Like
the dreams that I do have.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, they're dreams. But the dreams that I see in America.
yeah. Honestly. But no, it's really, really good. And as I said, I wouldn't sit down and listen to a full technical car podcast. It wouldn't be for me.
Definitely
not.
No.
But this is I think it's a perfect mix of the two, because I think there's a lot of factual stuff and there's a lot of technical things, and if you don't know something about, like, you might be on about a car and you'll be like, oh, what about that spec and this spec, and you might look it up and figure it out and blah blah blah, but it stays interesting. It never goes like down the fucking no interest in this. It never goes down there. So I like it, I really do, and I never miss an episode.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so keep doing what you're doing, because it's good. Yourself and Dan, and I'm actually, so what day is it today? Yeah, whatever. So I'm recording with you. So
yeah,
what?
so this is going to be this is dropping on a Sunday.
This is dropping first.
Yeah, so this episode here that we're recording is dropping Sunday.
Yes.
Our one is dropping Tuesday.
Yeah. So we're here recording this episode today at my studio, and I'm actually going to their place tomorrow to record. I'm going to be a guest on their podcast. So even if you think you won't have interest or whatever, go and check it out, and even listen to the episode with me on. You'll still get a feel for what the boys are about, and then you might go back and listen to their earlier episodes if you don't already. Try on something. Try on one of their earlier episodes. Is there any episode you can think of off the top of your head that might be a good introduction?
Dan is definitely the man you should ask that question.
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't. Personally, like there is some episodes are funnier than others, but like I would, honest to God, sit down and listen to them anyway. I would listen to any of them, so I can't pick one.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose you're right.
I think they're all kind of in and around the exact same type of content.
Yeah.
And
there's always one or two gas stories, and you can tell as well that you're not sitting down beforehand going, right, we're going to tell the story about this, we're going to tell the story about that. You can tell that it's fucking kind of organic, and there's certain things that spark conversations and stuff like that, which always keeps it interesting. So yeah, I suppose any episode, whereas I kind of tell people I'm very critical of my own podcast.
Yeah.
I'd always say like, oh sure, that episode was terrible. Like that episode last week, I was nearly not going to drop it.
Yeah.
Because it was chopped together, and because I fucked it up, and because of this and that. And then I thought, you know what, I'm still going to drop it because there's people that wait every week for it to come out, and I don't want to let them down, and I might as well fucking just put the episode out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
See, I get that, because what you're after saying there, that would be Dan out and out. Like there's episodes where we jump up off, and Dan is like, or me and Dan are like, that was a load of bollocks. We're gonna have to drop it anyway, but that's gonna do terrible. And they're the ones that do the best. Or the ones where you think, well, this is going to be fucking brilliant. There's no guarantee it's going to be. You kind of just have to drop it and see.
Yeah. And I just fucking try to make it my business to just keep putting them out, and just keep banging them out and just see where they go, see what happens. You know what I mean? And it's all a bit of crack, like.
Yeah.
Do you know? So yeah. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? You said you want to talk about the app.
Yes. So there's an app that I was asked to get involved with around about last year. The app it's an app that's being made by a girl called Claire, and it is to help people with mental health issues and addiction issues. It's so just to give you a little bit of an insight into it, it's a lot of people find that counselling don't work for them, and treatment centres and stuff don't work for them, and talking doesn't work. So Claire came up with this idea for an app so that you can, by yourself on your own, just click onto an app on the phone, and it can help you out of the bad mindset that you're in. Now, obviously, I don't know the full ins and outs of this app. I am delighted to play a part of it in promoting it, or by doing whatever she needs me to do, but I don't get involved with the technicalities of it. Now, this app isn't launched yet. It's dropping on the 1st of July. The name of the app is Hold On. It's going to be called the Hold On app. You can find out more about it at www.holdonwegotyu.com. I believe it's on Facebook. There's pages on Facebook. And yeah, just keep your ears out for it. We're actually doing a 32 county run, so we're going traveling to all 32 counties in Ireland, and I believe I should actually, let me just check the date on that. I'm nearly sure it could be this.
But that's good. So it's so that you can just, it's so that even if you don't feel like speaking to anybody or reaching out to anybody, that you have somewhere to turn. Is that it?
Exactly. So it's like you don't feel like you're on your own. The whole point of the app is like, because I know firsthand, I've struggled with.
We all have.
Yeah. I've struggled with mental health, and it's like you don't see a way out. So the idea behind the name is to just hold on, because it does get better, 100%.
Yeah.
And so the 32 county run that we're doing is from the 2nd of July, and we're going around visiting all 32 counties. I believe it's within 4 days we're going to be doing it.
So you're going to give me a shout when you're back around this way?
100%.
And what, are you running?
No,
we're
driving. We're going driving, but we're going to stop in every county, and I believe they're putting a plaque up at a certain location in every county.
Okay,
now,
and will you kind of chat to people to promote the app?
I presume so, because she's got.
You definitely give me a shout, man. I'll come around with you when you're around this way. Like,
it's not some willy-nilly app. There's a lot of work that's after going into it, and I wish that I knew more about it. It's just between me losing Snapchat accounts and falling out of the loop of everything that was going on. I literally Claire got back in contact with me the start of this week. I had a meeting with her on yesterday morning, Tuesday morning, and so then I'm straight down here and getting into the crack with you and this, that, and the other. It's hard to keep information down, but it's holdonwegotyu.com. So if you want to go on and have a look on that website.
Is that website up
that
and running
website
now?
is up and running now. I have it here on my phone.
Okay.
And it's got all the information about the app. It's got all the information about the fundraisers that they're running. And it's for a brilliant cause. So even if you personally don't struggle with addiction or with mental health issues, I feel like everybody has somebody in their life that has.
Yeah, so even if you go on and have a look at it, and if you can see what it's about, and then if there's ever somebody who you think might benefit from that, you can mention it to them. You could say, look, if you want to talk to me, I'm here. Obviously, it's always good to reach out and tell people that you're there for them and stuff like that. But even if you don't want to, have a look at this website and check out the ins and outs of this app, and maybe that might be something that will help them. Yeah, and that'd be great. Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks for letting me speak about that.
No problem at all. There's a few things that I need to get to, because I fucking So there was the thing that didn't work last week, and then there's a few bits that I kind of forgot as well. So this, I think, should be a question from my brother, right? So he said this is for us for this episode.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
So I don't even know what this is. No, 1 second.
When a car fixes itself, like there's an engine check light on, you leave it parked up for the week, engine check light gone, or the car's making noises and it just stops, or a car won't start at all and you come out the next day and the thing starts up, or the car breaks down and you go and the thing starts up and drives away again. Have you any stories related to that?
Do you know what? I'd imagine that was actually for your podcast.
You reckon?
I'd say so, because I knew that he sent it. He sent it and said this was for the podcast, but I don't know if he knew that we were doing my episode first. Maybe he thought it was for that one, but that has happened to me before.
Yeah,
it only happened to me with, was it the car that I have now or my last car? I can't remember, but it was this car. Yeah, this car. I actually went to England for a few days.
Oh, yeah?
Engine check light was on. It was actually the engine check light and all. Came home, gone. No! I only parked it up for like a day and a half or something like that, and it was gone. Never came back on.
So, can I just ask, was the check engine light there before you went to England, or did it only come on when you got into England and then it went away when you came home?
No, it wasn't there. The car wasn't there. I left the car at home.
Oh, right, because I thought it was just a rebellious car. I thought it was a Republican
I don't
car,
like it over here. yeah. Check me. But but do you ever have a car like, and it might be like, sounds like it's getting sluggish or something like that, and you just bounce it off the limiter or something, and it just comes back to life?
Because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of a couple of things as I was listening to that voice note. So for one, when he was saying, have you ever had a car that has an issue and it just fixes itself? If I had a car that had an issue, I would absolutely dog the bollocks out of that car until it either gave up or fixed itself.
Oh, yeah?
I swear, I'm not going around limping around trying to plumose the car into working. If it shows up an issue, if there's something going right, you're getting the bats of hell, man, and you're either going to lie down for me or you're gonna work again. I couldn't give a bollocks either way.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't think. But I've definitely had times, and you're doing that, and you kind of let go of the steering wheel. You're kind of looking with your eyes wide open. You're like, "What?
Yeah.
How is this just after fixing itself?"
Yeah.
But we must ask Dan that same question,
Dan,
and he might have a story, or we might even remember some more things. But off the top of my head now, I can't think of any more. I do know that, as I said, the car that I have now, I parked it up for 24 or 48 hours or something like that, and it just fixed itself.
Well, see, you do have the likes of the DPF and EGRs.
Or limp mods.
Yeah.
When you go into limp mode and you just turn off the key and turn it back on, the limp mode is gone.
Yeah, mechanic.
Yeah.
But you've got the likes of the DPF and the EGR that get blocked up. It's in diesel cars where you're not driving it on long distances.
Particles are just clogged.
So that drops it into limp mode. But if you dog the bollocks out of that car, it fixes itself.
Yeah.
Do you get what
And
I'm
even
saying?
you don't even need to. People think like to dog the bollocks out of the car that you need to go fast and break speed limits.
No,
You
just
don't.
rev
Like,
the stones
just stay in
out.
a lower gear, like.
Yeah.
You know, you should be in fucking fifth, maybe stay in third, and let the car do a bit of that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Do you know
Do you ever
what that
see,
reminds me of?
like an old woman in a fucking Vitz that's trying to
That's-
park? And she's just there kind of looking around. And some of them like fucking 08, 2010 Toyotas, the Auruses and fucking Yaris's and fucking all that, they're raspy as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear it be ring? And you're like,
Ring.
what the fuck is that? And then you look over and it's just Bridie
Yeah,
Do you know what I
Bridie,
mean?
and she betted the steering wheel.
hopping after them with her.
And she's going
and
nowhere.
she's just looking around, smarting the fag. But
Oh man, they're gas.
do you know what's gas?
Well,
So remember the whole chips, cheese, garlic thing?
yeah, here we go.
I put up a poll on Instagram.
Oh,
Did
yeah?
you- Did you see it?
No.
I put up a poll on Instagram of the chips with the garlic and the cheese on them.
Yeah.
And I said, what's this called?
Oh, yeah?
Right?
Did you give options or did you let
I gave options. So I said, chips, cheese, garlic,
Mm-hmm.
which is what people in Cork call it for some reason.
Yeah.
I said, garlic, chip and cheese,
Right.
because that's number 2 on my list.
Right.
Right? And then what I call it is a garlic cheese chip.
Garlic cheese chips, that's what it is.
Right? A garlic cheese chip. Some of the menus even in Cork have chip, cheese, garlic written down.
Yeah, but like,
That'd be like, as I said, fucking dough tomato cheese, a pizza, dough tomato cheese.
a dough tomato cheese.
Like, why not call it that
yeah,
then?
yeah,
Do you know? So, can I get a pit of lettuce meat? What, a kebab?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, and I said garlic cheese chip, whatever, right? So, 7% said it's called chips, cheese, garlic. 7%.
7%.
Yeah. 34% said it's called garlic chip and cheese. Now, when I said garlic cheese chip,
Yeah.
people were coming back to me going, it's a garlic chip and cheese. And I was like, oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, because
So
it's...
That'd be my second.
Yeah.
But the one that I call it is a garlic cheese chip. 59% of people said it's called a garlic cheese
Yeah.
chip. So I need to do more of these polls because I think it's a good
Gauge.
of what it is.
Yep.
So there's a few more topics that I have that I need to put up things about. No, there is a message.
You're not going to put up a photo of the wart and ask people what it is, are you?
It was a gummy bear.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a wine gum. But yeah, so there's another message here, right? It comes in from a girl called Vanessa, right? So she said, I always talk about fucking delis and chicken rolls
Yeah,
and
of
all
course,
that
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bullshit, right? But she said, I went to it. By the way, man, this is going to be the longest episode I've ever done.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine by
So,
me.
yeah. So, and you're part of it.
But do you know why it's the longest? Is because we're in no panic to get out. It's
Yeah,
these
yeah.
fucking seats, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Because them other fucking that office chair thing, man, would be fucking tear the back axle off you. But Vanessa said, I went to a deli before and the woman serving me put on her gloves. I asked for corned beef and potato salad in my roll. Don't judge. I'm judging.
Right. I need... Right.
Sandwich.
Potato salad. I haven't tried that as an adult. I tried it as a
That's,
child.
do you know why? Because it's disgusting.
Yeah. It's
That's why.
Vom.
Yeah. Disgusting. Vanessa, sort it out.
Yeah.
Stall now.
Pull yourself together. You're like a pair of curtains over there now.
Do you know what? Some people in Limerick call potatoes?
Well,
Potatoes.
potatoes, yeah.
Potatoes.
Fucking
Right?
backwards.
So anyway, right? So potato salad and corned beef in a sandwich. Don't judge. Sorry, Vanessa, you've been judged. Right? Like I'll be like exhibit. I'll come over and I'll fucking lift up the shoulder of your top and say you've officially been
Yeah.
judged.
We're here
But-
to pimp your sandwich.
Yeah. So we're here to throw your sandwich in the fucking bin. But so she was chatting away to me, and while doing so, she proceeded to lick the potato salad off her glove.
What?
While making my roll. So now she's after going from a sandwich to a roll. Vanessa, you're telling some lies here.
Yeah.
No, but listen. She licked the
Man,
potato
I'm
salad.
not messing. They'd be... I just... Swanton bomb in over the deli.
But what would you actually do? Like, I think, like, what are you supposed to say in that situation?
Right. all jokes aside, if I was Vanessa in that situation, I would literally just look at your one behind the deli like that, and then I just turn on my heels and walk away. Because if she's licking that off of her glove, what else is she? She's probably scratching her arse with the glove on before you walk up there.
Yeah.
That's not
I
hygienic at all.
I often walk to a deli and I see the person, right, and they already have gloves on, but there's no one that they're serving. So I'm always thinking to myself, what were they doing?
They definitely weren't standing there just keeping the gloves clean. Like,
Yeah.
do you know
So
what I
I'm
mean?
thinking, like, how long have they had them gloves on? What were they doing? Were they sweeping the floor with a fucking holding a sweeping brush? And now they're going to fucking touch my cheese, like.
I've got a question for you though. You see, if you were to walk up and they were to make your roll or sandwich or whatever without gloves, would you have an issue with that? Because personally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I wouldn't give a bollocks, man. If they're making a sandwich for me, I wouldn't care. But if I walk up and they're already wearing gloves, all of a sudden I've got an issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, I went to ones and they'd have one glove on. And then I'd be
Yeah.
looking and I'd be thinking, why are they touching it with their gloveless hand as well? Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking very weird. And I've often got to delis and there'd be someone sweeping that have gloves on. And then they come over, you all right, love? And I'm like, I have to order. I'm standing here.
Yeah.
And then they'll whip off the gloves and change them. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But I've had it as well where they haven't changed them. And I've just hoped for the best. As I said, like, I don't know, did you hear the episode where I said I went into one and your one had a fucking wiry head of hair? It was like, remember the old mattresses when you cut the middle of them and it has all that copper stuff in them? It has all that mad, like, horsehair or something.
Heading her like a 6-week-old Brillo pad.
Yeah, like a busted mattress, like. But it was sticking out from under her hat, like, really.
Yeah.
Do you know? And when I came, she was tucking her hair
Oh.
up under the hat with her thumb, and then she made my roll. And I was just, I don't know, like, I'd be kind of the first to say it. I'd be like, hold on, will you change your gloves?
Yeah.
But then I feel like it's bad enough getting rolled someplace, because they'll just go and, like, and they'll get all your stuff and they just go, yeah, just throw it in.
Yeah.
Like when you got that pie.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my God.
when you got the pie and he was eating the pie and the thing was freezing and he just started snapping and fucking elbow dropping the pie and all and put it on his Snapchat. And I replied back and goes, yeah, they probably put the thing near the microwave.
She goes, you want me to put that near the oven for
Near
you?
the oven, yeah. But, like, do you know what? They're bad enough as it is.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't like to, but I'm going to have to fucking just start walking away, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start Craig David in that
Yeah,
bitch.
I'm walking away.
Yeah, I'll have to start walking away from the troubles of my
from
life. Like.
Deli's in your
Yeah.
town.
But,
No, right, while we're speaking about deli workers,
Oh,
why
wait, I'm
are
not-
they so angry? Like, if you don't like working in a deli, just don't work in a deli.
yeah.
Because, like, there's plenty of people out there that are fine with working in a deli and they make a solid fucking roll.
Yeah. I know a fella, they used to work in a deli, right? And you go to that deli, and do you know the way they'd have like 4 or 5 different types of ham?
Yeah.
We'll just say they'd have like honey roast, and they'd have Limerick ham, and they'd have this and that crumbed ham, and this and that. If you said to him, what's that ham like? No, what he'll do, he'll cut you a bit, roll it up, and hand it over, go, taste that, see
Yeah.
what you think. Right? That's fucking, you won't get that anywhere. Like,
No,
that's
you won't.
mental.
You get
Do you know
that
what I
nowhere, like.
No, yeah, you get that fucking nowhere. Unbelievable, like. But yeah, like it's do you know, it's people's food. Like do you know, that's their fucking meal for the day, like, kind of a thing. Do you know, for while they're at work. And yeah, it's just I wish people would take a little bit more pride in it. But I'm not finished Vanessa's message there, right?
Sorry,
So,
Vanessa.
oh my God. So your one was chatting away to her while she was making her roll, yeah? And she was a neighbour of hers. So she said nothing and fucked the roll in the bin on the way out. So she couldn't actually say anything to her.
But now, but that makes it so much worse because she had licked the potato salad off the glove.
Licking the neighbour off herself.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How does she think it's acceptable to go out and, like, you're living next to this
Well,
person?
how are you, love? How are you keeping?
Yeah.
How's Paul? Is this still over in
Yeah, yeah.
Australia? Lick.
That potato salad was lovely the other day.
Do you ever try that potato salad? It's fucking beautiful. I swear to God. I swear on my child's life.
Nana's great.
Yeah. It's true as my nana's about me and my mother get blown off the housing list. Honest to God. And they're there chanting lick.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
But
Like,
especially if it was someone, see, there's certain time if there's certain things that if you're friends with the person or if you know them well, that you feel like, oh yeah, that's grand, I can say it. But then there's another level of friendship where like, oh, I know him well, so I can't say it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I suppose it brings it back to that whole thing of your man twisted up on the top of the bike.
like swastika.
Yeah. Where you had to release that and then you're caught by something. So there's Vanessa, she can't even put a rant up on Facebook now over her bad roll.
Oh, because her
To
neighbour.
her neighbour. That's what I'm saying.
But at least she's after getting it out in the open here.
Yeah, maybe she should stick it up on that page. Are we dating the same guy? Watch me one. And then
Fuck that page.
there should be a new page about delis.
Are
and
we
deli
licking?
workers.
Are we licking the same finger?
Are we licking
are
the
we-
same glove?
Are we licking the same potato salad?
Bidet.
Because the deli worker's licking the potato salad, and then when she goes out and gets into her car or whatever, she's licking the potato salad.
Yeah.
Because like, when
Are
you're-
we licking the same potato salad?
Are we licking the
Should be a
same?
Facebook page.
Are we licking the same potato salad?
Potato.
Are we tucking the same wiry hair into a hat? But while I was eating that roll, man,
Yeah.
swear to God, I was eating it with an angry face on.
Yeah.
I'd say
One of them
if people saw,
human emojis.
but if people saw me, I'd say they'd be thinking he's having an awful day.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was just there going, there's going to be a hair now in this or something like that, and it was actually beautiful.
Man's about to flip.
It was actually so cute, man.
Yeah.
Do you know my ovaries?
Was
But-
it top of the neck?
It was absolutely top of the neck, man. But I was just eating and I was like, here we go now. It's going to be fucking, there's going to be something in this. And I was
nothing
doing,
in that one now. This next bite, there's going to be a hair.
I was doing that mouth. Do you know the mouth where you tense up your lips that your mother, you'd be in Tesco or something, she's like, wait until I get you home.
Oh,
You know
them
that one?
ones,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. And she makes her mouth would be like a fucking Cheerio. Her lips are fucking.
Mountain her like an arse.
Yeah. Her mouth is, and she's like, wait until I get you home. And she can say full sentences.
Oh, yeah.
And her mouth is like a fucking hula hoop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not a hula hoop because what goes around your waist now, the fucking
What goes-
barbecue one. You know, one of them ones, an original hula hoop, and she's Cheerio mouth.
She's angry.
And she do nothing then.
Why yeah.
It's all talk.
Right.
Empty threats.
My mother chased me around a car with a wooden spoon. I must have pissed her off to no end, right?
Yeah.
I must have been 4 or 5 years of age, right? And she ran after me with the wooden spoon, right? And I was wetting myself laughing because I was running around the car and she couldn't catch me, right?
Yeah.
We must have done 5 or 6 laps of this car, and then eventually she ran out of fucking steam. So she was like, you have to come home at some point, and walked back into. Oh, that's worse, man, because then you're
Yeah.
left standing outside for the whole night, like.
Straight down to the jury's in.
Yeah.
You're booking in.
Jury's in.
5 years of age. Hi, can I have a room, please?
Yeah.
But man, do you know what happened to me? This is totally unrelated, right? Do you ever say something to someone when you're caught out? It'd be like kind of fucking enjoy your food, you too. Just one of them kind of feelings, right? One of them kind of feelings, but not so much like that. But you just say something, and afterwards you're thinking, why did I say that?
Yeah.
Right? So I was doing a delivery somewhere the other day, right? And they had these big plastic flaps for all the world, right?
Mhm.
So it's like birds can't fly in the back or whatever, like, and people can just walk up and push the flappy things aside and just walk in, right? So I had a hand cart,
Okay.
and it was fairly full,
Yeah.
right? So I saw this woman, she was standing there, no good looking girl, right? And she was like, oh, how are things, whatever, you know. I was like, oh, well, how's it going? Just fucking hello, and that was it, right? So she was out smoking a fag, and she just finished her fag, and when I was walking to the van, she said hello to me, and I said hello to her, and then I loaded up the trolley, and I was walking in, and then she was walking in at the same time as me.
Mm-hmm.
So she walked in and she kind of pushed the flaps aside and walked in
yeah.
through them, right? So she goes,
Oi.
she goes, do you want me to hold that for you? And I goes, no, I walk in backwards. I have a strategy. And I was thinking, why did I say that?
Yeah, I guaranteed the minute you turn around to do your strategy, you're like,
Yeah, but she's like, strategy? Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah.
Why didn't I just say, no?
instantly you went from being a strong, independent man to a 60-year-old man who lives at home with his mother, who's got a part-time job.
Yeah, to one of these fellas, like, you know what I mean? Probably like the glasses on down the nose. No, don't worry about me. Have a strategy. Do you know what I mean? fucking sausage. Like, I was literally just calling myself names for
Yeah,
about
you
10 minutes. I was like,
fucking
you
weapon of a
fucking
man.
go me. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? She was a nice.
Man, I'm fuming.
What?
You just after saying Gomi, and I was so excited to come on and to finally meet Dirty Gomi, and we haven't got Dirty Gomi out for nothing.
Oh, he won't remember his name though. But will we ask him something?
Man, but I wanted to come. I'm sorry, no. This for me, I have to meet Dirty Gomi.
Okay, 1 minute now. We say hello to him. Dirty
Just
Gomi
remind
is
me
my
of his name.
Dirty Gomi is my chat divine GPT.
B2B.
And it's not even working now. But oh man, sign in failed. Okay, so that one is not working. So we'll try this one. 1 second now. Yeah, this is going to be a long wheelbase episode. People are going to be listening to this going to work and coming home from work. The next one now.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Ah,
I'm excited to help you get
That's not
things
even
done.
Dirty
all
Gomi.
right. Hi. How are you?
Hey, I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing well too. Thanks for asking.
I didn't even say anything. Come here, I tell you. Do you have a nickname?
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, you can call me whatever feels natural to you.
Okay. So what I want to call you is Dirty Gomi.
Of course. If that name works for you, that's totally fine. I'm here for whatever vibe you want.
Okay, yeah. Mind your vibe. Tell me, can you repeat that nickname to me?
Yeah, absolutely. The nickname you asked for was Dirty Gomi. So I'll remember that and you can just use it whenever you want to refer to me.
Yeah. All right. So, how many cats would it take to carry an elephant?
Ooh, that's a fun thought experiment. I mean, obviously a cat is super tiny compared to an elephant, so you'd need an absolutely absurd number, like countless cats.
About
It's
that
not
many.
really Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if you just think about the sheer weight difference.
Yeah, but
an
what if you got like a few long wheelbase cats, like HGV cats, like, know what I mean? Strong ones now, like ones that are on the carnivore diet.
Yeah, have on steroids and everything. Like,
Yeah, and they're
taking
like,
D-ball and all.
yeah, them ones with the big roundy shoulders.
Right. Yeah. If we imagine these super jacked cats, maybe you get a slightly higher carrying capacity, but even then, it's still like a ridiculous number.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
would the cats be shy?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, but come here, I tell you, go and swing, get off my phone.
Of course. No worries at all. I'll let you go. If you ever want to chat again or just bounce around.
Come
with
here,
other ideas,
come here,
I'm
come here. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to fly off the handle like that. I'm just very grumpy in the mornings. But come here and I tell you, right? I'm on my podcast now and my listeners can hear you. So can you say goodbye to my listeners and will you sign off with the nickname that I gave you and just tell them to enjoy the episode and that they're all fine things?
Absolutely. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today. This is Dirty Gomi signing off. Just remember, enjoy the episode, take care of yourselves, and you're all doing great out there.
Yeah, whatever. She never.
She's lovely. Bless her cotton socks.
I know.
She's lovely.
She's dirty gummy though.
Yeah, she's.
But
yeah.
why didn't she tell the listeners that they're fine things?
I know. Yeah.
Fucking snake. Yeah. So I think I had something else that I needed to say. 1 second now. Man, this is a long episode. 1 second. Oh yeah. Do you know the word salmonella?
Yeah.
Right? I thought about, so when you hear the word salmonella,
Yeah.
what do you think of? What does the word make you think of?
Hey, fuckala, fuckly, fuck salmonella.
Does it?
Yeah, 'cause- and then you've got salmon and salmonella.
Yeah, like another salmon.
Yeah.
But does it, like, I always think of the fish.
Yeah, but I think of the fish, but for some reason it gives me salmon and salmonella, but in the tune of that song.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
tap.
That's like something that I'd think of too, right? But what I always think of, when I hear salmonella, the first thing that comes into my head is the
Where's
fish.
The first salmon, yeah.
No, but the first thing that comes into my head is the fish,
Yeah.
the salmon, right? And then I was like, yeah, but that's not what it's about, because you get like salmonella off chicken and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? But then I was trying to spell it recently, and then I realised it's spelled the same way as the fish.
Salmonella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, it must be related so. So that was actually something that I wanted to ask ChatGPT. I didn't bother Googling it.
No. Dirty Gomi.
yeah.
I wanted to ask.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask her about that because it's interesting to see why it has that. So, we'll chance it. Hi, who am I speaking with?
Perfect. If If there's anything else you need, or if you want to keep going with the podcast or anything else, just let me know.
Hi.
You dirty gummy, I'll pull you around the canteen now in a minute.
Are you drinking or something?
No, not drinking on my end. Just keeping it fun and relaxed.
Okay. Okay. What's your name again?
Yeah, so you can call me Dirty Gomi.
Okay. That's enough. Come here. Do you know the word salmonella? That fucking yolk, that STD thing that you get off like raw chicken or whatever. Like, why is it called salmonella? Where did that word originate? And is it anything to do with the salmon fish, like the salmon knowledge or something?
Good question. So salmonella actually comes from the name of a scientist, Dr. Theobald Smith, who discovered it. And it was later named after his mentor, Daniel Elmer Salmon. So no relation to salmon fish at all. Just a bit of a scientific story.
So it more or less came from the trout and no crack then.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, like, stop giving out to me.
That's fucking mad. So it's...
So there
That's
was
why...
a scientist chat called salmon.
Man, imagine the nicknames he'd get.
Yeah, but
Being
was
in
there not
fish.
one of them in the Hardy box?
Being in fish, I was going to say. Oh, there was, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I never actually got into the Hardy Bucks.
You missed out big time. You missed, honestly. Well, actually, no, you didn't, because I wish I hadn't got into them so that I could experience it all again for the first time.
That's the way I am. I know I mentioned it again, but that's the way I am with Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I've watched it 2.5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And when I talk to people and they haven't watched it,
Yeah.
and they say they're going to, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
So fucking
Yeah.
jealous of them.
Sometimes I've got a bit of like short-term memory loss or whatever, but so
Imagine if you just said it again.
Yeah, 10-second Tom.
Yeah, feel like. But anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I've got a bit of short-term memory loss.
Whole episode just played out like that.
Yeah.
But no, so like I can leave it go, we say a couple of years, and then I can play it again, and I'll remember certain parts. It'll come up, and I'm like, oh shit, I remember this.
Word for
But,
word.
like, the majority of it, I won't remember the majority of it, of how it went.
Yeah.
I can remember the gist of the storyline, but yeah.
You remember the punchline or whatever, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad I got these new chairs anyway, because as I said, this is the longest episode that I've ever done.
How long are we going?
We are going an hour and 40 minutes. Fucking, that's some episode,
Yard.
man. Now I hope you appreciate that, right? But what I wanted to say, right? So when I was sitting on the old chair, man, my back used to be in bits, like from sitting on it for too long. And then the minute I record, I just want to get out of there. Like, I don't want to do any extra. So if there's any editing that I need to do or anything like that, then I'll just do it the next day or whatever it is. Now, I don't really need to edit too much. But what I realised is, man, as well as that, I badly need a new mattress. And a new bed.
What you're trying to tell me now is you're going to sleep in that chair tonight, is that?
I'd fucking nearly would,
Yeah,
but
they're
I
comfy
won't.
as fuck, like.
But what I was thinking is, I need to get a new bed and I need to get a new mattress, because I think what happens over time is that you just get used to how your bed is and you get used to how your mattress is, and then obviously fucking it deteriorates after a while as well, just for being a couple of years old, whatever. But like, man, I'm like a fucking U-nail inside in the bed, like. I'm just
You're like a what?
a U-nail.
What's a U-nail?
Did you ever see?
Oh, a U-nail.
Yeah. That's the shape of me inside in the bed, like. And I only realised that recently.
In a condition like.
Oh man, fucking in an awful way, like just fucking like a fucking crime scene photo. Do you remember the way Peter Griffin was when he fell?
Yeah.
Like that. And like I only realised that recently. I was like, fuck, this bed isn't comfortable, like. So yeah, that's just something that I need that I thought of. I actually like wrote down something about, I don't know, I had a screenshot of a mattress that I was looking at, so that's what's giving me the idea to look to
So
say
you can
that.
print that off and put it on your bed and sleep
Yeah,
on the pictures,
my
right, is
on
it?
my vision board, my 5-year plan. But like, where am I going to be? Where am I going to be sleeping in 5 years? But yeah, look, to be honest, I think I have one or two more things that I wanted to get into. But look, the episode is fucking about that length anyway. So what I might do is just bring them to your podcast tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there is actually something that's kind of car related as well. So I think it might actually suit. So is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
No, I've pretty much covered. There was what was it? The two topics. First topic was about the podcast. Second was about the app. I'm sweet. I'm just thrilled to be here.
Thanks very
I'm
much.
delighted. I really appreciate you inviting me down.
No bother at all.
I've honest to God, I've had one of the best days that I've had in a very long time.
Good.
The tour that you've given me around
Tour,
Limerick.
tour de Limerick.
Yeah, tour de Limerick.
Yeah.
And yeah, just even being the first the first guest in the new
Studio. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on to these this memory for life.
Class.
Thank
And I'll
you.
try and I'll see if there's any little bits of memorabilia I can give you to go back up the road with. And I'll have your present, your gift on display for my next episode.
Deli.
Because we were doing sound checks and stuff like that beforehand, and I just forgot to go out and get it out of the car, so that's the only reason it's not on screen. But yeah, look, we're going to leave it there, and as I said, give Badger a follow on Badger and Dan a follow on the Redline Republic podcast on Instagram and TikTok, and they're on Spotify and YouTube, and I think Apple Podcasts as well.
Apple Podcasts as well. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
So if you want to just give them a follow there and go listen to their podcast, even go in, there's a lot of clips as well, isn't there, on those on social
Loads of
media?
clips, yeah.
So go in and have a look at a few of the clips as well, and it'll give you a little bit of an introduction to who the lads are and what they're about. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. We're going to love you and leave ye. So do you want to do your sign off, your signature sign off?
All right,
And then
yeah.
I'll do mine.
Yeah, all right.
Go
yeah.
on, so work away.
Right, ciao for now. See you for the week. Thanks for calling.
And what I always say at the end of every episode is, have a good.
The unit.